Can you make money on a small backyard garden? The answer is yes. Absolutely, 100%. It's possible. My first year, small 1,000 square feet of space, I was able to make a little bit of money, enough to scratch the itch to expand into next year. First thing that I did was plant starts. Started extra and was able to sell out everything that I had, which was great news. Lesson learned, plant more. I'm gonna expand my little hoop house this winter. Have more room. Set up a different seeding area inside. Instead of just one shelf, I'm gonna create a seeding room. I was able to sell them out pretty easily. Little background of that is please check your local state laws on that. Here you are required to have a plant resale license. It's not very expensive, pretty easy to get, but you're able to get one and that'll keep you legal. Where I ran into difficulty is in between plant starts and actually having product to go and sell roadside. Now, I didn't do any farmers markets this year. I started out really small just to kind of see where the market would allow me to do what I had. I had a big gap, months of not anything to sell. My early broccoli, spring broccoli, didn't do well. My lettuce and spinach, I didn't grow enough of. It was all consumed by family and friends. And it started bolting and was done before I had any summer crops available. It was important for me to note all that so that next year I kind of succession plant a little better and plan on that. To be able to be more diversified in my offerings. I've already started clearing, or it was already clear, excuse me, getting ground prep by tarping ground to expand my 1,000 or so square feet into about 1,800 for next year. Included in that is having some strawberries, some June bearing. I've already ordered them. I've already started the ground prep for that. That should help me kind of bridge some gap in June, late May, early June from plant starts. Most people don't buy plant starts really till late April or May. Okay. Market research. That's what I do for a living. My full-time job is sales and marketing, and I missed the mark. I was checking the bigger farmers markets and things like that last year to see what sold, what didn't, what people have, what was missing. This year, not having really enough product at one time to like invest in going to a farmer's market and setting up on a Saturday morning, or there's one on Friday nights here. There's another one midweek. I did a roadside thing in my town where everybody goes and there's no fee or anything, but just if you have extra, you can go down there and sell out of the back of your truck or car or whatever. It's kind of what I did. I missed the mark because I didn't plant any cantaloupe and got asked every weekend for cantaloupe by multiple people. I was able to sell the tomatoes, sell my okra, sold a few peppers here and there, but they weren't a big seller. Bell peppers. And my bell peppers were probably my best overall crop and still going, still harvesting. A little market research on what I could sell, where I sell it. Next year our plan is to have more diversity, to be able to go to farmers markets occasionally. But it's kind of where I'm at now. Also, I decided after doing my research, this year I grew cherry tomatoes, Roma tomatoes, and two varieties of indeterminate tomatoes. Now, I was able to sell out tomatoes all the time, but growing those indeterminates, I'd sell out. I never had enough. You know, I'd take a few dozen each weekend. I am going to plant a determinate variety or two next year. Starting that research now, what will do well here, what will not. and do a succession planting about every 10 days from early May through the end of May. Should help carry me through with having plenty of tomatoes to take to market. Kind of messed up there. I was done within an hour, hour and a half on weekends of everything I had available to sell out, and I would sell out. Now I'm transitioning into fall, and I'm gonna do a quick video. I planted some fall squash today. As a test, this is not gonna be a lot to sell. I've never been real successful with summer squash here. Squash bugs are so bad sometimes, and squash vine borers get me, that I wanted to do an experiment this year and just plant it today, and it is August 21st. Started inside, and they're a little wilty looking over there now because I just planted them a couple hours ago, watered them in. They should start up taking that. I know squash isn't a great transplant, but I'm hoping we can get them going. And if so, then next year I can do more squash in the fall and be actually one of the few vendors that show up anywhere with squash this late in the year and should be able to drive a premium. I don't want to compete necessarily with everybody. Another lesson learned this year was that I grew garlic last year, planted 71 garlic plants, ended up harvesting 57 bulbs that were marketable, nice big fat garlic bulbs. I was able to sell out of them. I held back 10 ounces. I should have held back a pound, but held back 10 ounces from my seed stock and ordered some different varieties for next year. They did really well. Everybody loves the garlic. I've had people come by, you got any more? You got any more? No, I'm done. Thought I could order more. That variety is sold out from everybody. I understand there's a little bit of shortage on garlic stock this year. So I got my 10 ounces of that and a couple more pounds of different varieties to try coming. I guess the bottom line, can you make money backyard gardening? Absolutely, 100% you can. My seed starts paid for all my seeds and my seed starting, my lights, everything. That was taken care of. So everything else is just kind of a matter of time. I'm sitting in a double row of tomatoes, and shade cloth still on them. Hopefully I get to remove that soon. But our forecast this week's still gonna be near 100 every day, so it's staying on here, and I'm actually getting some fruit sets. So I will keep them going since they sell so well. Thank you. Have a great day. Please hit the like button. Subscribe if you want. I'm trying to get better at these, and I thought a video on if really you can make money, and this was my first year and I did. So it's absolutely possible, and I expect it to get better every year from here on out. Have a great day.